you remember your first acting job?
I do. So I lived in D.C. I would drive up to Baltimore to audition for things, and my first job I ever got was a show called The Corner. It was on HBO. It was like Charles S. Dutton. It was in the 90s. It's old. And it was for this part called White Boy. I had 2 lines.
White Boy?
White Boy is the name of the character.
A character you had been playing all your life.
Mr. Green was like, you got this. You got this.
So really, it was just called White Boy?
Oh, White Boy had 2 lines. So I drove up, I auditioned, I drove back. 2 days later, my manager called and was like, they want you. I was so happy. A couple weeks later, drive up to Baltimore, I get to set, and I like find the lady in charge of base camp. I'm like, I'm White Boy. She's like, fantastic. Takes me to my trailer, it says White Boy. I go in, I put on my White Boy wardrobe. I learn my 2 White Boy lines. They take me to hair and makeup. I go through the works. I'm really nervous. Somebody comes and wires me up for sound, and I'm just like so in the zone. I'm ready to do it. And suddenly, the door to my trailer opens, and there's this guy who's like my age and looks kind of like me, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What? Close the door." And he's like, "I'm White Boy." I was like, "I'm White Boy." He's like, I am White Boy. We got into a thing. We go storming off, side by side.
There's nothing worse than 2 angry white boys. I tell you that
Oh, you are so right.
like, here they come.
Okay, all right. I'm like, we are going to get to the bottom of this. We're finding the lady who signed us up. We're like, who is White Boy? Tell us now. And she's like, who's Eric? Clearly, the other guy was White Boy. My manager had called and said, they want you. She didn't say, as an extra. So I had
So you were wrong.
I was wrong. I wasn't White Boy. This guy was White Boy. I'd gone in his clothes. I'd gone through hair and makeup. I had to take all this stuff off.
That's humiliating.
It was humiliating. And then everyone's mad at me. I've made the whole production late because now there's this like fiasco. And,
right.
And I have to sit there on set as an extra while I'm just feeling miserable. It's like, welcome to showbiz.
But also, it's like if you're gonna steal a part, you wouldn't steal the 2-line part of White Boy.
I should have tried to steal.
You could have come in and said, "Yes, I'm the lead on the corner."
Yes.
And then at least maybe.
I'm Charles S. Dutton.
Exactly.
Right. That wouldn't have worked at all.
I don't think so.
It was awful.